Over the past decade or so, roguelikes have taken the gaming community by storm, offering countless hours of tense action with gorgeous, procedurally generated worlds and the threat of permadeath around every corner. Roguelike games are a perfect fit for indie developers and find a particularly welcome home on Xbox's lucrative Game Pass service. Xbox Game Pass allows you to try out and experience smaller indie games and genres that you would have otherwise missed. Since the service's inception, there has been a plethora of continually added roguelike experiences to dive right into and die repeatedly in. They often come and go, but here are the best games with roguelike elements you can currently play on Xbox Game Pass. Number 10. Neon Abyss. Neon Abyss is a bombastically fast-paced action platformer that brings together the randomly generated dungeons from The Binding of Isaac with the huge variety of guns from Enter the Gungeon. What results is a fantastic, stylish, neon-lit sci-fi roguelike where you are tasked with taking out the new gods with the power of Hades behind you. The game boasts unlimited item synergies that will bring unique and powerful passive effects to devastate your foes. There's a staggering amount of upgrade options available between runs to cater to a particular playstyle, and with the addition of randomized pet pickups to help you on a given attempt. This is one of the more unique indie roguelikes out there. Number 9. Moonlighter. Ever wondered how merchants and games get a hold of all those precious wares? Moonlighter has the answer and gives typical gaming heroes and adventurers a run for their money. The main protagonist, Will, is a humble town merchant who must loot various randomly generated dungeons at night to then sell his haul for profit and maintain his growing store during the day. The game has a beautiful pixelated art style and strikes a fine balance between an action rogue-like dungeon crawler and a shop management sim. It'll certainly force you to change your perspective about video game merchants. You'll definitely think twice before stealing from the next seemingly harmless potion or apparel seller you meet. Turns out they just might turn out to be a huge badass. Number 8. Nuclear Throne. First gaining success as part of Steam's early access scheme, Nuclear Throne has since become one of the most influential modern indie roguelikes to ever be released. It set itself apart from other roguelikes at the time, as it was one of the first to combine the genre's randomly generated levels with top-down bullet hell action. There's a huge variety of mutants and monsters to control as you fight your way through tense battles facing hordes of gruesome monsters. There are loads of weapons on offer, and you'll need to swap them out often as ammo is scarce. The game went on to influence many popular roguelikes, including the brilliant Enter the Gungeon, which borrows heavily from Nuclear Throne's frantic greatness. Number 7. Crown Trick. Unlike the genre's typical emphasis on frenzied action and blasting your way through levels at breakneck speed, Crown Trick is a roguelike that takes a slower and more methodical approach to its combat and movement. You control Elle as she moves through each colorful and procedurally generated dungeon that all take place within her mind while she sleeps in the realm of nightmares. Movement and combat occur within a grid-based system, allowing for more strategy in its turn-based combat. It's a more unique take on the roguelike genre, with fantastic animations and all the typical elements of collecting various weapons and relics to increase your power along the way. Number 6. Dreamscaper. What could be more randomly generated than dreams themselves? Dreamscaper is a roguelike that uses the expanding subconscious mind of its main protagonist, Cassidy, as the main backdrop for all its stylishly ethereal combat. It's a bit more personal than your average indie roguelike, as all the scary monsters Cassidy faces are manifestations of her negative emotions and deepest fears. When not confronting significant portions of the past in the procedurally generated dreamscape, you will explore Red Haven when awake during the day. Here you have the opportunity to build relationships with the people of the town, which can result in useful upgrades to take back with you in the action-packed dream world. It's surreal in a good way and makes for an emotional and memorable experience. Number 5. Gunfire Reborn. It's extremely satisfying to blast through enemies in the hectic first-person shooting chaos that Gunfire Reborn offers. Its weapon variety and cel-shaded graphics echo the heights of the Borderlands series, and the game brings with it an added layer of cuteness by allowing you to choose between 8 adorable anthropomorphic characters with unique abilities. No 2 levels are the same as they are all randomly generated, allowing you to experiment with a unique combination of weapons, items, and stat upgrades for each run. The game is built with co-op in mind, allowing up to 4 players to bounce off each other and synergize their builds. Number 4. Loot River. In a sea of by-the-numbers, die-and-repeat roguelike games, Loot River manages to keep things fresh with its unique platforming mechanics. It's more than just a set of procedurally generated tile sets, and you get to control the ground upon which you step in a blocky Tetris-like fashion. This adds an added layer of depth to the game's satisfying Souls-like combat and centers its tough boss encounters around this refreshing traversal mechanic. It has all the typical features you would expect out of a top-down roguelike, including an array of deadly weapons and powerful spells to wield against the foes you'll encounter along the puzzle-like shifting platforms. It has a wonderful mix between a 2D and 3D isometric style, and its gorgeously gritty pixelated graphics add a lot to the game's gloomy atmosphere. Number 3. Vampire Survivors. The minimalist bullet hell roguelike Vampire Survivors took the gaming community by storm when it was finally released on PC and Xbox platforms in 2022. It features a highly compelling auto-battling gameplay loop where you must manage your skills and upgrades as overwhelming waves of terrible monsters try to destroy you. You control one of multiple characters of your choosing, with each offering different starting weapons and unique abilities to make facing the enemy horde just that much easier. Each 30-minute run feels punchy and satisfying, with a surprising amount of strategy involved in surviving the staggering amounts of enemies. Number 2. Spelunky 2. As a sequel to one of the most influential modern indie roguelikes of all time, Spelunky 2 does not disappoint. It features the very same unforgiving platforming and brutal enemy encounters of the first game, while giving its fans new characters, items, and underground biomes to play with. The original Spelunky gained mainstream success after releasing on the Xbox 360's Xbox Live Arcade platform, so it's only fitting that the much-coveted sequel is available on Xbox Game Pass. With the option to play cooperatively or in arena modes against your friends, Spelunky 2 is a must-play for roguelike fans. Number 1. Dead Cells. After a continuous stream of free and paid DLC and updates since its launch way back in 2018, Dead Cells has solidified itself as one of gaming's all-time greats. It features Metroidvania exploration, Souls-like inspired combat, and roguelike meta-progression all encompassed within a richly detailed and colorful pixel art world. With each run, you have the opportunity to spec your weapons, stats, and items in a way that suits your playstyle. It results in stylish 2D platforming and frantic skill-based combat with all the dodge rolls and last-minute flask heals you can handle. After ongoing support from Motion Twin, this is one of the most complete and content-rich roguelikes available. So, we have shared with you top 10 best roguelikes on Xbox Game Pass. Hope they will be useful to you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.